Hello?
Yes.
Okay, just so you know, this call may be recorded for quality assurance. Yeah, I called in several times to speak with a few people regarding the the prayers I requested. They had said if I had any trouble, I could call back in regard to more prayer. I called back. They were discussing what I had said in the background, also laughing about it. I don't appreciate that, and this has happened on more than one occasion from before. I don't appreciate it, and I would like to see it stopped, and I would like to see it not happen to anybody else. I believe that you bring in enough money from your events, also your fundraisers, and everything else that you do on television, that you should have somebody there overseeing what these prayer partners are doing, what they're saying to people, and I don't think that this should be tolerated. I mean, you have people calling in that are very desperate, they're in very bad situations, and they do not need somebody that's supposed to be there talking to them and praying with them and talking behind their back to the other people and also laughing about their situations.
Okay. Well, I'm very sorry that you had a problem. I can tell you this, we are in the process of eliminating some. We're trying to find those who are creating problems such as you mentioned.
Yeah, but guess what? Just so you know, this happened to me a year ago, too. This is an ongoing problem, okay?
Yeah.
This is not an isolated incident. Okay, I hate to tell you, instead of getting another satellite, you should honestly be taking care of this problem.
Yeah.
You're bringing enough money. I want to hear no excuses. You're bringing enough money from everybody. And you should not have, let me tell you, until it's fixed, you better take that phone number down off the bottom of that television screen.
Yeah.
Until it's fixed.
Could you give me an idea of what time you called initially where you had the problem?
No, I don't know the exact time. And I don't know the exact time when it happened a year ago either.
Okay. All right. Well, the only thing I can do at this moment is pledge to you that we do care and that we're doing everything we can. And if there was a problem, we're going to find it and we're going to eliminate that.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. And I'm not going to be happy until you take the phone number down. It's not good enough.
All right.
It's not good enough.
If that helps in anything, perhaps it doesn't. But I pledge to you that we are working on the subject. We're going to do everything we can to eliminate any problem anywhere near.
I'm sorry, but that's not going to be good enough. Are you familiar with Netflix?
Not very well, no. I
Well-
know what it is, but that's about the extent of it.
Well, just so you understand, they had some problems with some customers. This day and age with Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and everything else, okay? They basically were taken down in about a week to 10 days. They may never recover from what they did to their customers. So now, in this day and age, by you telling me you're going to pledge that it's going to be taken care of, you were pledging a year ago it was taken care of. It's not taken care of. It's not good enough.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but
It's not just me. I want to find out who else this happened to, and this possibly may work into a class action lawsuit. It's not right. You're taking money from people, and this is how you're treating them. It's not acceptable.
okay. I hear you, and I'm sorry, but I'll do the best I can, and that's all I can do at this point.
Well, why don't you either have Jan or Crouch or somebody else call me back directly? Because I think I'd like to hear from somebody that's of authority there.
Well, you're not going to get much.
Tell him get off the praise report, okay? Tell him to look behind him through the glass to see exactly what those prayer partners are doing.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate your concern, and I'm sorry. And
So basically you're telling me there's nothing else you can do and you're not going to have me speak to anybody else. Is this what you're telling me? Why not?
Well,
This is not that important that I give and give and give to TBN, and this is the treatment I receive. It's not that important to you or the station.
You haven't even explained to me, first of all, what the problem was.
I told you, I called in.
Yeah, well, what was the nature of your prayer request to begin with?
I don't think that that's really any of your business what the exact nature of my prayer request is. It's a prayer request. It's a prayer request. I was praying for health, finances, and a few other things, just like every other person calls in for.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
What
so
honestly
just
difference does it make what my prayer request is?
yeah.
Does it make it any less
You still
important
do that
what my
for me?
prayer request
Go
is
wait
than
for
somebody
him outside.
else's?
I'll be back.
No, not at all. I was just asking. I'm not trying to be difficult here. I was just asking because I care and I'd like to know what created this problem from the very beginning.
To tell you the God's honest truth, your voice sounds awfully familiar. I think you may have been one of the people that I spoke to a year ago.
Okay.
Now that I really think about it, you are a prayer partner. You are not in charge over there. I recognize your voice.
Well, actually,
What is your
I am in
position there?
charge, But if you decide that I'm not, then I can't change your feelings. Or,
Well, maybe you are, but I do remember your voice. Distinctively, I remember your voice.
Okay. Well, I've been around here for a while. So. All right. Well, listen. I appreciate your concern. And
No, there's no you appreciate my concern. No, absolutely not. I'm calling in with a valid complaint. I'm very upset.
I appreciate that, and I'm very concerned.
Well, then, if you're that concerned, you better get somebody on the phone that can do something about it, because you're obviously not taking care of this problem.
Well,
What is your name, sir?
Actually, I am.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Stephen.
And what's your last name?
That is my last name.
What's your first name?
It's Amor, A-M-O-R.
Okay, just so you know, this is being recorded for quality assurance,
That's fine.
and I will then have to take this up with somebody else. And this will be twittered, and I will have to take further steps because I'm getting absolutely nowhere with you.
Okay, well, that's entirely up to you, and I'm going to do the best I can here.
What exactly will you be doing for me then? What exactly will you be doing for me?
And that's fine, okay.
What exactly will you be doing to help me then?
Pardon me?
What exactly will you be doing to help me in this situation?
Well, I'll be taking necessary steps to see that this doesn't happen again.
What about me? What about the pain and suffering this has caused me? What about that? What are you going to do for that?
I can't evaluate that. I hear what you're saying, but I can't evaluate. I can't do that. I don't know how to do that.
Well, maybe a professional will be able to do that, and then I'll get those fine things, and I can let you know exactly what they have to say. And then we'll see what. Then we will see what then you can possibly do about this. And also, I'd like to find out who this has happened to, all the other people that this has happened to that call in for help and give their hard-earned money to your station. Okay?
Okay.
What are you doing with all the money? You're not hiring people to oversee people.
I have nothing to do with that.
Well, then who does? Who holds the financial records?
I know that our satellite bill is $3 million a month.
Well, then take out some satellites, and you better take care of the things you need to be taken care of, like people that are calling in for prayer requests, and they're not being disgraced and also made a fool of.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I am concerned, and I hear what you're saying.
No, I don't believe you're concerned at all. Or you would put somebody else on the telephone.
And I'll do everything I can do to correct this issue.
You're still not telling me what you're going to do for me to correct this issue for what I've been through.
Well, that's beyond me.
Well, then who can handle that at the station?
Pardon me?
Then who can handle that at the station? John or Jan Crouch? What can they do?
I'm not